Hi, this is our Hippo sliding gate operator. Its capacity is 4000 kg, so it can pull 4000 kg gate maximum weight. And the kits which are all coming along with the Hippo are one operator. This is the operator. So back side of the operator, and along with this accessories, this is a receiver and two remotes. Its range is almost 50 meters and pair of photo cells. Along with this, control panel will come. This is a control panel. This is VOT101. So these are all the kits comes along with Hippo motor. This is a control panel and its connection I have given here. You can see this is a 3-phase power supply. RYB, this is 3-phase and black is neutral. These three are 3 phases and this is neutral. So this control panel works only when neutral is there. So you can see the connection here. This is the connection, input power supply here. First one is black color, this is neutral, and next 3 wires are phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And this is the output we are taking to motor. Only 3 phases we are taking to the motor. That is UVW mentioned at the base. You can see here. So only 3 outputs are going to the motor. And controller to the motor is, this is a limit controller. 3 wires you can see here. Brown, middle is yellow, and last is blue color. This is for mechanical limit switch. This wire is connected with mechanical limit switch inside. So connections and photos I will share. And this is black and red wire I have connected here. Bottom you can see stop. This is emergency stop. This is connected with the door here. So if anybody opens the door, you can see there is a contact switch here. So if anybody opens, the operator will stop, it will not run. Once the door is closed, then only it will stop. This is for emergency purpose. And these connections are default. It will come along with the control panel. We don't want to touch here. And this is the receiver part here. This is the receiver I have inserted here. Receiver configuration with the remote is as same as other operators. And here are the dip switches. Dip switch operations are same as previous operators like Puma, Dingo and Rhino. And here you can see 3 potentiometers, 1 and 2. It should be in minimum position, that is 0 position. And last is torque. Torque should be in maximum. It should be in maximum. It should be maximum. At the top of the motor, if I open the outer cover, means top cover, we can see 2 wires here. This is door contact switch wires. This is connected to stop connection. Only 2 wires. Just take these 2 wires you can see here, and it is coming and connected with stop wire. So previously there will be a jumper. We have to remove that jumper and we have to connect here. And when I open this door, you can see operator inside. So this is the operator. This is the power supply coming from the control panel. Only 3 phases R, Y, B. There is no neutral to operator. Only neutral connection to control panel only. And this is a gear system for the motor. And here there is a manual and automatic operation mode here. The operator is provided with Allen key. So using that Allen key. So this is Allen key provided with the operator. So just insert this Allen key and make it clockwise, complete clockwise until end. So we can see the pinion is rotating freely. That is in manual mode. I will show you. So this is manual mode. So we can move the gate by hand. If there is no power supply, we can manually operate the gate. So now I will show you how to make it automatic. Just make it clockwise until end. If we hear this sound, lock sound, just remove this one. And now we can check the pinion. Now it is in lock mode. Now it can operate with remote as well as push button. And in the operator, that is in the motor, there are 2 3-phase connections, means star connection as well as delta connection. So in India we are using star connection only. By default it will come as delta connection. We have to make the delta into star. That I will show you here. The cover should be opened before removing that limit it's mechanical limit switch. We have to remove that rod. Then only cover will get opened. Now the rod is removed. Now we can remove the outer cover. Okay, one second. This is a motor setup. Here you can see the connections I have given here. So for star connection, the other side W2, U2, V2. These are secondary part. So this should be shorted using the plates. The plate is already inside this panel, and power supply we have to give here R, Y, B. Only 3 phases should be here. So by default it should be in delta connection. Now we have to make it as. So the first one is delta connection. This is delta connection. Delta connection in the sense U1, W2, V1, U2, and W1, V2. These 3 are shorted. So this is delta. So this delta connection is used in European countries without neutral. But in India, for this particular control panel, we are using neutral. So for that we have to make this motor as star connection. In the sense W2, V2, U2, the number 2 parts, the part 2 should be shorted, and the part number 1, U1, V1, W1, this is input power supply points. This should be connected with power supply from the control panel. So star we are using here for this operator. Now let us see how to program this Hippo motor. I have given the power supply here. Just make it on. Now power supply came here, and just wait for 5 seconds until these 2 lights goes off. Yes, now light is off, and both the lights are blinking. Blinking in the sense the outer door is in open condition. You can see here the door is in open condition. We have to close this door. Now the door is closed and locked. You can see the blinking is now stopped. Okay, first I will remove this receiver. I don't want receiver. Okay. Initially all the dip switches should be in down position, in off position. Now you can see all the dip switches are in off position. Okay. Now power supply connections, everything I have given here. Let me check whether the motor is operating in correct direction. For this we have 2 buttons here. One is close and open button. So by pressing this close and open, we can see whether the gate is open or closed. So let me check close first, and pinion is here. See, when I press and hold this close button, a pinion is rotating in one direction. Let me check, take this one as closed direction and release this one. And when I press open, this is rotating in opposite direction. Let it be open. Okay. Suppose if the gate is moving in wrong direction, that time we have to change any 2 wires here, output wire to the motor. Maybe yellow or blue or brown or yellow. Any 2 wires we have to change. So the direction will be corrected. After that we have to check again open close is correctly working or not. So this is the first step. Second step, programming. For that, for total open close, here you can see dip number 1 and dip number 2. I am turning it on. Others should be in off position. By turning dip number 1, you can see the red light here. It will start to blink and start to light up. Okay. Okay. When it is light up, for programming we have 2 buttons here, ST1 as well as ST2. For total open and total open close, ST1 is the button to program. Okay, now I turned on 1 and 2 dip switches, and I am ready to program it for open, full open. The gate should be in complete close position. The gate should be in complete close position, then only we have to do programming. Okay, now if I press ST1, gate will start open. So I have to press and release this one. See, this is press and release. So the gate is now opening. Wait until the gate stopper will touch this mechanical limit switch. See, now the operator is rotating in this direction, so the rack will be moving in this direction. So I have fixed the stopper and tracker. When the stopper comes and touches this mechanical limit switch, it will stop. Okay, this is from close to open is completed. Now it is in open position. Gate is in open position. For closing, again I have to press and release ST1 button. See here, ST1, press and release. So now gate is in closing position. So gate is closing now. So the stopper connected in the rack, it should come and touch this mechanical stopper. It will come and touch this one, means it will stop. More operator will stop. So this is completely closed position. So one open close is completed. Now we have to make dip 1 and 2 in off position. Now I have turned it off. Okay, now for pedestrian open in the sense small opening for any vehicle moving, small vehicle moving, or any peoples are crossing. For that, small opening is enough. So for that I have to turn 1 and 3 on. For total open close 1 and 2. For pedestrian 1 and 3 I should turn on. So for pedestrian we have to use ST2 button. Same ST2 button. Here you can see ST2. Press and release. So now gate is opening. Gate is opening. I want this much of opening, means I have to stop by pressing ST2 again. So now gate is stopped. It opened for a few meters. So again if I want to close, again I have to press ST2. During closing, the closing limit will come and touch this mechanical limit switch and it will stop. So for pedestrian opening, I have to press ST2 for 2 times, open as well as stop. For closing, I have to press only 1 time, so that the second operation will be stopped by mechanical limit switch. Okay, once total open close is programmed, I have to make 1 and 3 off. 1 and 3 off, and for remote function make 3 on. So once the program total open close as well as pedestrian is completed, the final step is to turn number 3 on. This is the receiver. Here you can see blue dip switch, red dip switches, 1 jumper and memory card. So here there is a red button. Do not touch this red button. There is no use of red button here. So for programming, before that check whether all the dip switches are in down position. Down in the sense off position. Just insert here in radio receiver port. I have inserted here. For programming, just make blue switch on. Here is a jumper. You can see here the black jumper. There is no use of black jumper. Just remove it. We don't want. Or insert in only 1 leg. That is your wish. I don't want jumper. Okay. Only blue switch I turned on. When I turned on blue switch, we can see LED blink here. You can see in receiver LED will blink. Okay. That time we have to press. There is a remote comes along with the Hippo motor. This time during blinking I have to press. Once we hear beep sound, we should press only this line button, single line button. We should not press this 2 line button. Only we have to press single line button until we hear a beep sound. So it is already configured. I got a beep sound. Now the motor is ready to operate with remote. The number 3 should be in on position always, dip switch, and make the blue switch off. This one should be in off position. Okay. Now let us check remote function. Okay, when I press remote button, after 1 second, the Hippo motor will start to run. So now the gate is opening, rack is also moving. We have stopper in the rack. Wait until the stopper touches the mechanical limit switch. So when the mechanical limit switch touches stopper, it will stop. So for closing, again I have to press the same button. After 1 second or 2 seconds, the gate will start to open. This time it is closing. So when the stopper hits the mechanical limit switch, it will stop. Okay. For pedestrian, if I press pedestrian button, the gate will open for few meters, and the mechanical or there is no function of mechanical limit switch here. It will stop automatically a few distance, and closing by same button. So pedestrian, double line button, and throttle open close, single line button. For closing, stopper has to hit the mechanical limit switch. It has to hit. Okay, and this is the video for Hippo. Thank you. This is M4 rack with 20 mm thickness, and this is special rack for Hippo motor. Why? Because Hippo is a powerful motor. For that 20 mm thickness rack should be used, and one rack length is almost not almost, it's exactly 2 meters. So the rack should be completely welded in the gate. Previously for other operators like Rhino or Puma, we are welding the nut bolts with the gate, and with that rack will be fixed here. But here in Hippo motor, the complete rack should be welded along with the gate. Complete weld should be there. And for Hippo motor, we have to use mechanical stoppers at the top of the gate or bottom of the gate for smooth closing and smooth opening. So stopper should be spring stopper should be installed properly.